Hello, everyone. I hope all is well with you. I'm your host, Jocelyn, and welcome to What in the Black History. Hello and welcome back. I do hope all is well with you. This week's topic is Dr. Bernice Johnson Reagon. Dr. Bernice Johnson Reagon was a renowned composer, historian, musician, and activist. She was also credited with founding Sweet Honey in the Rock, an all-female and all-black a cappella group. Much of her work centered around Black identity and social justice, and many of her musical projects highlight the Civil Rights era. She was born on October 4th of 1942 just outside of Albany, Georgia. Reagon's schooling started young and she was in fourth grade by the time she was 7 years old. Following primary school, she and her siblings attended an all-black high school. Despite the ever-present racism that prevailed in the South, Reagon was able to establish a strong sense of self in the face of the most challenging odds. Her environment allowed her to constantly learn more about her culture. Heavy engagement with her community was a large factor in the passion she developed for Black identity and heritage. In 1959, Reagon attended Albany State College, now Albany State University, where she majored in music. She also began to take an interest in activism and political organizing. Her interest fully took shape when she joined the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, or the SNCC, as well as the National Association for Colored People, or the NAACP. Despite objections from the NAACP's regional office, Reagon participated in demonstrations sponsored by SNCC in 1961, a decision that resulted in her arrest and expulsion from Albany State University. She transferred to Spelman College in Atlanta the following fall, but withdrew after only one semester to join the Freedom Singers, an Albany-based choral group that toured the country to raise money for SNCC's civil rights campaigns. A romance with fellow freedom singer Cordell Reagon led to marriage, and in 1964 she left the group to give birth to the couple's daughter. Their son was born in 1965. In 1966, Reagon founded the Harambe Singers, an African-American woman a cappella ensemble that was part of the Black Consciousness Movement, an anti-apartheid activist movement that began in South Africa in the 1960s. When her marriage ended in divorce in 1967, Reagon returned to Spelman College and completed her undergraduate degree in 1970. A year later, with a Ford Foundation fellowship, she moved to Washington, D.C. to enter the graduate program at Howard University and completed her Ph.D. degree in 1975. While at Howard, she became the vocal director of the Black Repertory Theater in Washington from 1971 to 1976. While serving as vocal director, Reagon created the all-female and all-black a cappella group called Sweet Honey in the Rock in 1973. In the decades that followed, the group earned international renown for its sophisticated harmonies, socially conscious repertoire, and captivating performances. After 30 years, Reagon retired from the group in 2004. Aside from her extensive musical pursuits, Reagon joined the Smithsonian in 1974, where she worked for almost 20 years. First, as a cultural historian in the Division of Performing Arts and African Diaspora Project, and later as a curator at the National Museum of American History. Reagon helped expand the museum's mission to include a greater focus on African American contributions to American life. In 1989, Reagon received a MacArthur Foundation grant and thereafter devoted her time to the study of African American sacred song and worship traditions. Her research resulted in the 1994 production Wade in the Water, a 26-hour Peabody Award-winning radio series sponsored by the Smithsonian and National Public Radio. Reagon's other production credits include contributions to Eyes on the Prize in 1987, the landmark PBS documentary series, and We Shall Overcome 1989, an Emmy Award-winning PBS documentary. She also contributed to the film score for Africans in America in 1998, a Peabody Award-winning 4-film series on slavery in the United States. Reagon received an appointment as Distinguished Professor of History at American University in 1993, was named Curator Emeritus at the Smithsonian in 1994, and Professor Emeritus at American University in 2003. Given her long history of dedication to social justice and protest through song, Reagon had no shortage of other achievements, including the Heinz Award for the Arts and Humanities, the Leeway National Award for Women in the Arts, the Presidential Medal for Contribution to Public Understanding of the Humanities, and the MacArthur Foundation Genius Award. In 2024, Bernice Johnson Reagon passed away in Washington, D.C. at the age of 81. Reagon was a prominent figure and a powerful force in both the world of social justice and music. Her life was a colorful journey filled with connecting and protesting through song. Her voice, both as a vocalist and as an activist, was pivotal in the fight for civil rights. For her efforts as a young college student to her contributions as a director and composer, Reagon's legacy paved the way for many. And that is the end of the episode this week. A little update on the Black Podcaster Awards. They extended it until the 7th. So hopefully get some updates and where to vote soon. I absolutely love Sweet Honey in the Rock. That is the other thing that I wanted to say. If you get a chance, please listen to Patchwork Quilt by the group. It is very, very heartwarming, and it has a good message in it. And again, thank you for joining me today. And until then, keep glowing and keep growing. Bye. Thank you for joining me today on What in the Black History. If you enjoyed the show, please leave a 5-star rating on Spotify to help the show grow. You can also help the show grow by telling your friends, family, and coworkers to listen in. Stream What in the Black History on Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, or wherever you get your favorite podcasts. And if you have any suggestions on little-known Black history facts that you think that I should do, email me at whatintheblackhistory@gmail.com. Bye.